Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day before starting the video. Please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. General Hospital, GH, spoilers tease that Drew Kane, Cameron Matheson could go berserk when he figures out the extent of his recent ketamine poisoning. Nina Reeves, Cynthia Watros, had a big part to play in it, and we suspect he will go scorched earth when he finds out. Right now, Drew is putting together the pieces of the puzzle about what happened to him the night he did body shots off a prostitute and ended up a nasty meme. For now Drew realizes Portia Robinson, Brooke Kerr, was in on the drugging plot. But there are some details he's missing. He knows about Portia thanks to skanky Brad Cooper, Perry Shen, who ratted out his former boss. Brad didn't know about Nina's involvement, otherwise he would have spilled that too. But Nina can't remain hidden forever about using pro-Jacinda, Paige Herschel, to trick the congressman. Nina is Portia's partner in crime. Who do you think will spill those beans? We don't see Portia squealing on Nina, but we do guarantee that somehow, some way, Drew discovers Nina's involvement to blow up his relationship with Willow Corinthos, Caitlin McMullen. Drew and Willow are still tight, but he has a public scandal on his hands that he has to work to get rid of. Drew has vowed to take down the responsible person, and we think it's ironic that that person is the same one who was the SEC snitch responsible for Drew going to prison. Speaking of prison, how far do you think that Drew will go to see Nina pay for her crime? Because Nina sent Drew to prison, it would be sweet revenge if he was able to return the favor. And honestly, Nina deserves to pay for what she did, regardless of Drew's likability factor. Yes, it was Portia who obtained the drug, but it was Nina's plan to do the drugging. She knew that Jacinda was a pro, and she hired her to ruin Drew. Explosive General Hospital spoilers hint that Nina and Drew haven't seen the last of this particular scandal, and we still have May sweeps underway, so stick with us for all the hot spoilers regarding Drew's quest for vengeance. Port Charles has seen its fair share of betrayals, but Drew Kane is about to take justice into his own hands by serving up a cold dish of revenge with a sinister twist. And his prime target? Nina Reeves. The calm. Before the storm, after months of brooding silence, Drew Kane, Cameron Matheson, has finally reached his boiling point. Ever since he learned that Nina, Cynthia Watros, was the whistleblower who exposed Carly and Drew's SEC violations, his world has slowly unraveled. While Carly, Laura Wright, has tried to move on and make peace, Drew can't forget that Nina almost destroyed their lives, and all while playing the doting grandmother to Wiley and pretending to be Carly's ally. Drew's recent stint in Pentonville changed him. The man who returned isn't the same honorable Navy SEAL who once risked everything to save others. Pentonville made him harder, colder, and darker. The betrayal by someone in their circle, someone they trusted, ignited a slow-burning fury in Drew. And now, with Nina's marriage to Sonny crumbling, Drew sees his chance. But this isn't just about legal payback. No. Drew wants Nina to feel fear. He wants her to feel powerless. He wants her to suffer. And he has the perfect plan. The beginning of the end for Nina has been walking on thin ice ever since her SEC secret exploded at the wedding. Sonny, Maurice Benar, betrayed and humiliated, cast her out. Crimson's future is hanging by a thread, and her once glamorous world is now filled with isolation and whispered condemnation. Enter Drew. Pretending to be sympathetic, Drew approaches Nina with a proposition. He's looking to expand his media holdings and wants to buy Crimson. Vulnerable and desperate to cling to something familiar, Nina agrees to a series of meetings. What she doesn't realize is that Drew is laying a trap, one laced with danger and poison. Drew's diabolical plan takes shape behind closed doors. Drew begins slipping small doses of a rare neurotoxin into Nina's drinks during their meetings. The effects are subtle at first, mild dizziness, forgetfulness, and nausea. Nina chalks it up to stress, the fallout from her imploding life. But the symptoms worsen. Her hands tremble. Her vision blurs. She begins to hallucinate. And worse, no one believes her. Valentin, James Patrick Stewart, once her confidant, is too busy navigating the chaos at ELQ to notice. Ava, Maura West, is preoccupied with her own troubles. Even Liesl, Kathleen Gotti, has gone silent. Alone and afraid, Nina begins to suspect something sinister, but she can't prove it. And just as Drew intended, she begins to spiral. Meanwhile, Drew keeps meticulous notes of Nina's deterioration. He's documenting everything: her paranoia, her erratic behavior, and her public outbursts. The media mogul is using his connections to feed the narrative that Nina is mentally unstable, creating a portrait of a woman in freefall. He leaks rumors to tabloids, orchestrates chance encounters with concerned friends, and even plants forged medical records, all to create the illusion that Nina has lost her mind. Framing the fall, but Drew isn't just content with poisoning Nina. He wants her gone, permanently. That's when he plants the final piece of his plan. In a stunning twist, Drew arranges for a vial of the same neurotoxin to be discovered in Nina's apartment, alongside an anonymous tip to the PCPD suggesting that Nina has been using it to harm herself and others. Suddenly, Nina finds herself at the center of a police investigation, and it doesn't stop there. Drew goes a step further, creating a forged trail linking Nina to a past poisoning case in Paris, one that resulted in the death of a well-known fashion editor. He knows the charges won't stick forever, but it will be enough to trigger an arrest and buy him time. Time to watch Nina's reputation crumble. Time to take everything from her the way she almost took everything from Carly. Carly's growing suspicion. While Carly initially believes Nina's mental state is deteriorating from guilt, she starts to notice inconsistencies. She's no fan of Nina, but Carly knows a setup when she sees one. After all, she's orchestrated a few takedowns herself. When she discovers Drew has been meeting Nina in secret, alarm bells ring. Carly confronts Drew, demanding to know what he's up to. But Drew, calm and composed, brushes off her concerns. He insists it's business. He's trying to buy Crimson and keep it afloat. Carly wants to believe him, but something doesn't sit right, and she's not the only one asking questions. Detective Y. Chase enters the picture. Detective Harrison Chase, Josh Swickard, assigned to Nina's case, starts to dig deeper. The evidence against her is almost too perfect. The tip was anonymous. The vial was wiped clean of fingerprints. The forged medical records came from a clinic that doesn't exist anymore. Chase begins to suspect that someone is framing Nina, and when he learns Drew Kane was in military intelligence and survived DVX programming, the puzzle pieces click into place. Chase doesn't have enough to arrest Drew, but he warns Carly, "Watch him. He's not who he used to be." Drew's endgame. Prison with Nina arrested and awaiting trial, Drew's plan seems nearly complete. Crimson is now in his control. Nina's reputation is in tatters. Sonny won't even visit her. Willow, still bitter, refuses to let Nina see the kids. And Carly is slipping away, shaken by the man Drew has become. But Drew isn't satisfied. He wants Nina to rot in prison, just like he did. He leaks the fabricated French poisoning case to international authorities, prompting a secondary investigation. Nina is now facing charges in 2 countries. Cornered and desperate, Nina pleads for help, but no one believes her. Not until it's almost too late. The shocking twist. Liesl returns. Just as Nina is about to accept a plea deal, Dr. Liesl Obrecht returns from Europe with startling news. She ran her own toxicology tests and discovered the neurotoxin in Nina's system, administered over weeks. Liesl is able to trace the compound to a source, a rare South American lab used by WSB affiliates. It's a smoking gun. And Liesl isn't subtle. She storms into the courtroom and presents the evidence, demanding Nina's immediate release. The judge halts the proceedings, and Drew's carefully laid plot begins to unravel. Carly's ultimatum: when Carly learns the truth, she's horrified. The man she loved drugged and framed another human being, even if it was Nina. She confronts Drew in a heart-wrenching showdown. "You lost more than time in Pentonville," Carly whispers. "You lost yourself. And now you've lost me." Drew is left stunned. Everything he did was for Carly, but now she's walking away, just like Nina once walked away from Sonny. The bitter irony isn't lost on him. Nina's next chapter. Nina is exonerated, but her world is still in pieces. She no longer wants revenge. Instead, she wants redemption. She vows to rebuild her life, not for the people who hate her, but for herself. And she starts with a public interview, exposing Drew's crimes and thanking Liesl for saving her. But she also delivers a chilling promise. "You tried to destroy me, Drew Kane, but I'm still standing, and I don't forget." Final twist: Drew's arrest, or something worse? As GH fans know, no villain stays free for long or safe. With Chase closing in, Liesl supplying damning evidence, and Carly gone, Drew may find himself facing his own day in court, or perhaps something darker awaits. Sonny may have ignored Nina's pleas, but now that he knows what Drew did, he may want to have a little chat with Mr. Kane in a back alley behind Pizzulo's. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our GH News 24 YouTube channel for more update news.